I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Merry Delta. My guest today is a special gift just for you. You asked, and Santa listened. It's me, all episode long. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Mom!
Are you a lady like me? Introspective, beautiful. Oh, are you intellectual like me? Beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you serving the community like me? Well, if you are, then you must be very Delta. I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Merry Delta, a luxury public access YouTube talk show and podcast where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very merry Delta. Very Merry Delta is for the woman who listens to RuPaul's Ho 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 all season long while buttering up her legs for Santa. But first, let's get into some things that are very Delta. First, I feel like we should talk about wigs. I don't normally like to flex or floss in that area because I feel like the second you start talking about something that you're proud of, there's always people that are going to detract and be like, well, you could have done this. Well, you could have done that. And I'm like, oh my God, I usually just do my shit and I don't say anything about it. However, I am proud of something that's, again, a weird flex maybe, but I told myself that I was not going to repeat a wig / style with that wig the entire year. So we've had all of these episodes, almost 80, just shy of 80 episodes since the inception of Very Delta. So not just this year, but the prior year, the end of it. And all different wigs. I didn't realize I had that many wigs. I knew I had a lot of wigs, but I didn't realize I had that many wigs. And I also didn't realize that I had duplicates of that many wigs. So this particular wig, this is my first time wearing a quote unquote Christmas tree wig. I know it's kind of looks like a butt plug. It kind of looks like a wedge. It kind of looks like, to me, it's a Christmas tree. And I decided that I was going to repurpose a wig from a lost episode. So we had an episode that we did last Christmas with Andrew Fuller. And I actually wasn't wearing this wig, but we did sort of a special announcement about the fact that technology does what it does. And we lost an episode, the visual of an episode. And so we came on and I decided I wanted to sort of honor Andrew by styling my hair into an Andrew style. And I wore the glasses that he gave me. But I was like, I could use that wig again if I turned it into another style. So I decided I would turn it into this Christmas tree that I'm wearing. And I've done Christmas tree wigs for other people before, but never for myself. So being able to reuse wigs in new ways, but there's just certain styles that the wig, a little pussycat wig. I love the red wig from the Subway. A lot of people talk about that wig and they talk about that monologue, and I want to wear it again. I wear it all the time for cameo videos. I wear it for drag shows, but wearing it on the episode, I feel like I have that same wig in 4 other colors. So I would rather exhaust all those before I wear that one again, if that makes any sense. I love styling my wigs for the episodes. And then it's kind of really just a push for me to have new wigs to wear for my drag shows. So once I wear it on an episode, it is not worn again. Certainly not in that style. So I could stack something else on top of it, or I could use it as a bump for another wig. But listen, there's probably 9 tubs of wigs at home that I haven't even gone through. So, in worst case scenario, I will eventually start repeating wigs. But for now, I feel like I have enough, probably at least for another year before I have to start wearing something in the same style. This isn't to say that you have to do that. It's just very me overthinking everything and the fact that I do have a shit ton of wigs. And I also like, big, and then sometimes I like it small, and sometimes I want to reference someone. I mean, I have actually a shit ton of hats, and I never wear hats. I've worn a turban. I did wear one hat recently in sort of a tribute look. I'm already thinking about Halloween. I'm already thinking about Halloween next year and what we have to do. Wigs. Shit. Wigs. I want to tell you about something we do here at Very Delta and Very Merry Delta to get us energized and invigorated and ready for every weekly episode. It is a warm-up exercise that was created by a fitness guru called High Voltage in the 80s. And High Voltage was known for having lots of energy and getting people excited about fitness and excited really about podcasting and about being a talk show host. And High Voltage had a tagline, which was energy up, woo! And here at Very Delta and Very Merry Delta, the whole team likes to get together before every episode and we say, energy up. And producer Mark will say, energy up. And we'll say, woo! Energy up, woo! Energy up, woo! And we're ready to go off. Energy up. Woo! Energy up. Woo! I'm ready. Energy up. Woo! 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 Energy up. Woo! Are you ready?
Yes!
Woo! Energy up. Woo! Energy up. Woo! Energy up.
This is like you're inviting people to the show right now.
Energy up. Energy up. This is woo! 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 Woo!
Ow!
Woo! 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 Energy up. Woo!
Let's
Yes,
go! Yeah!
I love
Let's
it.
go!
Woo! Energy up. Woo! Everybody's got energy?
Yeah!
Energy up. Woo!
Energy up!
Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Energy up.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Whoa. Whoa. A lot of people ask, how do you come up with the monologues for Very Delta? And I have to say, there really is no rhyme, reason, or formula. This space is really just my worksheet for my entire life. These are things that I think of all day long. You know, I'm an only child from a single parent household, and I'm an Aquarius. That's a triple threat. I mean, that right there is just a steam cooker of a person who likes to say that they give no fucks, but I give all the fucks. I really do care what people think. I really do think about other people. I really do find myself concerned about appearances and what things say and what things do. So when I'm here every morning and we start talking about a monologue, it's kind of just what's on your mind? What have you been thinking about? What pissed you off? What made you happy? What do you love right now? What is so stuck in your brain that you can't stop talking about? I'm definitely one of those people that will hear a song lyric and I'll just keep repeating it as a phrase. I will turn that song lyric into a phrase and then apply it to things that absolutely someone who doesn't know what's going on is like, what does that mean? Like, why do you keep saying that over and over? I don't know. I think all of our brains work in such weird ways. We are all moving through life and through this experience in these vessels for the very first time. So we're making these mistakes as we go. We're designing and refining and shining as we go. And as I do that, I'm like, why does this happen? Is somebody else concerned about this? Why does that happen? Why does that taste so good? Why does that taste so good and now it's gone? Like, these are really the ways that I come up with monologues. It's literally just frying the small fish. I say it over and over. There are so many problems going on in this world that I absolutely do not understand and probably couldn't possibly process. But there are things that I can handle because they're first world problems. And they're basically the things that I can figure my way around so I can navigate through this world without going full on Michael Douglas in the movie Falling Down. Let's look back at some of the monologues. There you are. I found you. You're a chicken shit bitch. I want to eat a piece of cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. That's the way it's going to be. Let's just give people a receipt without all the fucking hassle. Stop asking people to come to your gig for these corporations for pride and say you're going to get a really good meal out of it. Bitch, I haven't missed a meal. I take care of my own meals. You're being a shitty asshole. I'm sorry. Don't turn that iPad around asking for a fucking tip if you're going to be so goddamn unfriendly to me. And if you don't like it, oh well. Because it's not my job and it's not my place to go everywhere and hold so much space for everyone that treats customers like shit. Did you want to tip me for fucking farting in the wind and blessing this room? I mean, what? Tip for what? You don't just fart at the dinner table. Oh, that's lovely. Huevo con weenie. Sephora, why are you inside of Kohl's? I don't understand. I'm confused. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, today we're going to make my favorite chili mac. This is a recipe my mom used to make. First, you're going to need hamburger meat. Then you're going to need onions. Then we're going to do in a little bit of wash your sister sauce. And then we're going to use a little bit of water. And then we're going to go inside and we're going to get this and we're going to put the cheese just like that. And then we're going to take this ingredient and we're going to go like this, just like that. Like, why are they doing that? Why does it have to be so aggressive? I just don't understand why you can't just show me the recipe. Show me how you made it. Why do you have to be so crazy about it? I need Target and I need Walmart to step it up. Step up that puss. All I want to do is eat salad. Do you love it? I love it. I got it at Ross. People that are making big money moves, people that are launching careers, people that are fucking sinking ships, they're not on speakerphone. So it's not a flex. It's not sickening. Don't tell me that you're just really busy and you're more comfortable that way. You're doing it so other people look at you. That's why you're doing it. It's like you're the same person that's backing into a parking spot for 15 minutes because you want everybody to go, whoa, you're not afraid of anybody. Bitch, you'll tell it like it is. No one's thinking that. You're thinking that, but no one else is thinking that. Everyone else is thinking like, we're in Target in the dog food aisle. Shut the fuck up. Here we fry the small fish. We mean business. Cleaning your ass is not, it's not gay. You gotta have a dude wipe. Use this dude wipe, and when you touch your hole, it's more medical than anything. It's not flowery. It's not you're not a girl. Use a dude wipe. How do you have a lawyer on retainer when you don't even know how to peel an orange? Now petty officer is reporting for duty. I'm going to stand here and look at every single pillow, even though I'm not going to buy a single one of those overpriced, lousy pillows at Home Goods. Why is Home Goods so expensive? I'm Swiffering. Look what I'm doing. Book the girls. Pay the girls. The dolls are here. Spend your money wisely. Have people come review your products and pay them for the review if you want. Give a shit sometimes. Give a fuck sometimes. Don't just throw a rainbow on your shit and think that's enough. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being so proud of red velvet when there's nothing to be proud of. Knock it off. Look at me. Zillow is a fucking liar, and they know it. When I go to Subway, I say extra tomatoes. I want a row of tomatoes, and I want another row of tomatoes. Honestly, I'm not a scrapbooker. I'm that bitch that doesn't say goodbye at a party. I'll just leave. You can keep my bowl. You can keep all of it. I'll just take off. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if somebody's like, oh, she didn't say goodbye to me. Oh well. Oh well. Catch you on the flip. I don't know where I'm going to see you next time, but you know what? I'm out here in these streets. You'll see me somewhere. I cannot have my Reuben sandwich. It is too hot in here. I cannot have a Diet Coke. It is too hot in here. I told you before, I'm out here in these streets. What? I'm sorry, what? It's extra for sauces? That's fine. We're very rich. I don't understand why Black Friday is not happening at Wiener Schnitzel. I worked at Wiener Schnitzel. I had a wiener dude attitude, and I have the badge to prove it. Dunkin' Donuts, the fool. The fool. And their donuts at Dunkin's, they are not good. Can I ask you a very serious question? Why do you pour your coffee out on the cement? I don't want a townhouse. I want a backyard. I want to put a bottle of water and tea bags in it and make sun tea. I want to grow petunias. I want a dog running around. I want my cats to live inside. I want to be able to take out a project and spray paint it in the backyard and not think it's going to get on a car somewhere. I want my own shit. Drag is a gateway drug. Sit up with your mouth. This kind of emotion can be too much for some people. So then you're licking it, right? And then you're slapping it. And then you're flipping it. Oh, sick. Got a vibe. Why do the pumps sometimes or consistently say, see cashier for receipt? Bitch, I don't want to walk in there. You don't go up to somebody and go, hey, fuck you. You go, hey, fuck you. I don't think you're fucking listening to the podcast if you're asking me if I've tried banana pudding ice cream because I fucking talked about it 3 times already. Jem is my name. No one else is the same. That's good shit. Hey, bitch. Would you like me to trample your face with my feet? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I want to see some of this. I'll take up the space I want. You don't tell me to move my cart. Yeah, I do tell you to move your cart. Get your fucking cart out of the way. Share, pig. Fucking share. Piggy, pig, pig. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to jump on a call. We walk with Betty Crocker. We march with the Lord. And we make our ambrosia salad properly. I wonder when Olive Garden is going to catch on to the fact that when I order my meal, I'm never going to eat the meal. I am just going to keep having them replenish the unlimited salad and breadsticks until I'm completely satiated. That's ugly. Don't ask no bitch for shit. No problem. No worries. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I wasn't worried about it. I was never worried about it. I came in here and I ordered what I ordered. And I have a salad and an appetizer and a main course. And we're going to take dessert home. We weren't worried about it. There are emojis that do exist that fucking nobody is using. Who is using an orange diamond? Bitch. I'm a homosexual. I'm a homosexual. I'm homosexualis. I'm homosexualidad. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a fucking break.
Enjoy the essence of Delta every day of the year with this very Delta 2024 wall calendar featuring highlights from her show and stunning cover photo by Sean Videla. Each month features notable dates that are very Delta and a memorable go-off Delta moment from her hit show. Here's to a very 2024. Now back to the show.
And another thing I like about Very Delta is the physical set of the show. You know, throughout the year, it's pretty minimal. There's a flower arrangement, or maybe there's a vase. A few little things sit on the desk. We often feature books by, with interesting titles. We feature new artists, new writers, old writers that maybe people forgot about or need to know about. So those are featured sometimes. Sometimes I put perfume bottles on the table because that's how I'm feeling in the moment. I love fragrance. I love perfume. I don't understand why people out there see those perfumes. They know that there's a shit ton of videos on YouTube where people have compiled my reviews and commentary about perfume, and not one goddamn company has sent me a bottle of perfume. But don't I see every other bitch out here with soap from Mando and this from this company and that from that company. There's no homosexuals out there that consume this podcast and work for a company that can't say, hey, throw this bitch on the list. Joe Malone? I mean, Creed? I mean, Jean Nate? Body Fantasies? Bath and Body Works? Somebody? I mean, don't you think this would reach people? That blows my mind. Anyway, the set. And I love it. So, you see how once the summer starts to come to an end, and we are reaching Halloween, it's about to blow up in this bitch, right? Because I love nothing more than any time from the end of the summer all the way through like Valentine's Day. And I push it every year because I would initially say New Year's. And then I'm like, well, my birthday's in January. So my birthday. And then I push it to Valentine's Day because I think that is such a pretty romantic, whimsical time. I mean, I could push it to Easter, to be honest with you. I could have this bitch all decked out in Easter if I wanted to. Maybe I will. Don't tell me I can't, because I might do it. I love it. It feels good to me. It feels like the holidays. I feel like if I surround myself with the look and the smell and the taste and the people, it just makes me happy. I love this time of year. I'm a sedentary person. I like being in the fucking house. I like being in the studio. I like driving around and looking at shit. I am not built for the spring and summer. I'm not going on a hike. You know that. You can look at me and see that I'm not fucking going on a hike. I don't like fragrances like Tahitian woods in the summertime. It doesn't smell like anything. I want it to smell like cinnamon and berries and apples. I want it to smell like pumpkin. I want it to smell like food. I want it to smell like fucking wreaths. And I want it to smell like I'm sitting down, drinking a peppermint mocha, watching a Hallmark movie, and fucking just chilling out. I like that. That feels good to me. I will go into hibernation in the spring and summer, and we'll put out one vase with a flower, and we'll go, and we'll do all that. But during this time, I'm going to fucking eat it. I'm going to chew it. I'm literally going to wear the scenery and chew the scenery. By the way, I heard you. I know of people who have written letters here and said, well, how come there's all that shit on the desk? How come you're hiding Delta? How come we don't see Delta? You know why? Because I'm only dressed from the fucking waist up, and you know that. I worked with RuPaul. I learned from the best. I learned from she. Why in the fuck would I get in full drag to sit there and not have you see it? People are like, we want you to come around the desk. We want to see you. No, you don't. You know why? Because I'm not going to let you, because I'm going to sit right here. This is where I sit. Did you ever watch the Rosie O'Donnell show? She had all kinds of shit on her desk. It was fun. It was so fun. Take it for what it is. I'm not getting up and walking around the desk. If you want to see me full length like that, then you can book me at your show. But this is my show, and we love it this way. Are you a lady like me? Are you introspective? Are you beautiful? Are you beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you intellectual like me? Are you serving the community like me? Oh, well, if you are, you must be very, very Delta. Oh. Welcome back. You know, guests are an integral part of Very Delta and Very Merry Delta. And all of the guests that I've had, I have people ask all the time, who was your favorite guest? Who was your least favorite guest? And first of all, I do not participate in lists that are what are my least favorite because I have too many things that are my favorite. You know how much stuff I love and how many things I go crazy over that are so minimal to people. But especially when it comes to guests, I would rather elevate all the people that I love. I've never, ever, ever once had someone on this show that I did not like. This show began with just my friends, just people that I would call from the beginning with Samantha Hale, who I called and I was like, I'm going to do this podcast. Would you be willing to do it? And she was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then it just evolved into other people that I was interested in. And then more friends came through. And then other people that I talked to online and this and that. And there's so many people in the wings waiting to come here. It's always a scheduling thing. So I do have people that will message, when is this person going to be on? When is that person going to be on? I think they're all going to be on. And there's time for every single one of them. It's usually just a scheduling issue. The guests are so important to the show. Let's look back at some of them.
Well, I'm at Very Delta. I have to have a Diet Coke.
Do you prefer Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi? Pepsi, right? You're a Pepsi girl. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Diet Coke is the official drink of the Very Delta Talk Show.
Yeah, I like the taste better. I don't like regular Coke.
I know from this pod that all roads lead to Diet Coke.
They do.
Do you like the McGriddles?
I don't.
Neither do I. How
can't.
funny.
I
The
can't.
pancake's too much.
I was at the Subway and I like a lot of black pepper.
Okay.
Like an absurd amount of black
I do
pepper.
too, actually.
He says, tell me when he's going. And then he stops. And I said, no, come on. Give me a little more.
Right.
He's like, and I was like, no, I want a lot of black pepper. And then he looked at me and was like, that's enough. Baby, this is cheap. Cover my sandwich in black pepper. Don't like I'm at the bar drunk. He cut me off.
Right.
On black pepper.
There's a possum in the woods, girl.
This old pump right here.
Look at that. Oh.
Looks like a pump, feels like a sneaker. Looks like a sneaker, feels like a sneaker.
What about a senior citizen AARP drag race?
Hey, there's
Senior.
plenty.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
Like
There's...
classique.
I get the AARP
Do you get it?
mailers once a week and the email.
Do you ever buy anything from that?
No, but you do get a discount at the Olive Garden and Outback.
Outback, I would like to make a personal formal complaint. Your mac and cheese sucks now.
I'm trying not to be nervous. I don't know why I'm more nervous for this than I was like filming Drag Race.
No, it'll be so easy.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Seriously.
I just have the utmost respect for you. So,
Oh, thank you.
not to kiss your ass too much because I don't want to do that. But you know what I'm saying.
That
Like
means
I
a lot.
really admire everything you're doing right now. and it's-
Thank you.
The field's a little muddy. We can still play ball. Sports reference.
That's Darien Lake.
Yes.
Darien Lake who
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
Not Delta Lake and not Delta Work. That's Darien Lake.
Vente, Kylito. Okay, sit. Okay. Okay, sit. Good boy.
Ooh, I'm a money. Ooh, a facita na 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 na, selma na na dee dee dee.
And I had a 20% coupon for linens and things, and I walked in there, the one in my neighborhood, and they said, this coupon expired yesterday.
Oh.
And I said, well, Bed Bath & Beyond accepts coupons that expired 3 years ago. And they said, we can't accept this coupon. And I said, I looked at the woman, I said, your store's going to close for that reason.
Yeah.
And when I drove by and saw that liquidation sale, I felt so right.
Surprisingly, many people do enjoy my ass in their face. And if that's your thing, go for it.
Delta, I don't think it's surprising.
Well, some people will be surprised.
I think you have a delicious ass.
Thank you. It's not even moving. It's so much fucking hairspray in here. Not everybody gets to be Candace Kane.
Honey, we have back rolls, front rolls,
Right.
side rolls,
Pick.
neck rolls.
We can put the bra wherever you want. It's totally fine. Oh, so you don't eat nut. Is that
I
what's
eat
up?
nut.
You
I
eat
bitch.
nut?
I eat nut.
You better eat nut.
I eat nut.
Sensual.
I've definitely almost.
You've done that?
I've definitely almost vomited.
Do you have a gag reflex?
Yeah.
Well, I've had 2 inches to 12 inches.
Okay.
I've had a small. I had this one beautiful guy one time.
Uh-huh.
He was so beautiful, had an amazing body. And when he dropped his pants,
his dick was this small, and I made him feel like a stallion because he was so gorgeous.
Right. Everyone's blessed differently.
Well, ginger ale and Sprite, is that the
No,
same
Sprite's
thing?
better. Ginger ale is.
What's your take?
I like definitely like
Oh.
Sprite more than ginger ale. What if you just shit on the walls, or you just like?
Well, that's what I
fucking
do.
sear
That's
it?
the only option.
I like mayo.
What about mustard?
I'm big on mustard.
Taco Bell
is right.
I'm
What do you
sorry.
like there?
She is that girl.
She is.
And she said she was. And she followed through on that promise.
Oh, yeah. Sea salt, dark chucky, come in me. Yeah.
That's how it should feel. Would you ever be Bible woman?
I'm not a girl.
Right.
Not yet.
Hey Siri, what is the provenance of not in your wheelhouse? I want to know too.
Providence is a TV show.
Oh, I was on Providence.
I know you were. You
Who
were on
was
every
that?
show.
Melina Kakarak. Uh-huh.
There's always time for a cocktail.
What's wrong with you?
Alcohol and cocaine.
I'm still learning how to use my air fryer. So
It's a great thing. It's a great tool.
How do you like your hot dog?
I like it when there's the grill marks on it. So I
Uh-huh.
want to see it like the skin on the outside swelling and puffing.
I actually kind of just like a hamburger.
Just simple.
I do, but I fuck with a cheeseburger.
I used to get their chicken Caesar salad, but one time my chicken was pink.
No, I can't.
And I can never do it again.
So you know how like when girls post like images on Instagram and they like do like dressed by this, nails by that, makeup by this, wig by that, shoes by this,
Goodbye.
like, and it's like I call it table of contents drag it basic, and then it's like, and it's great, but it's like, what did you do?
I'm gonna get my coochie scratch.
Get my coochie scratch. Ass. Hey, we eating ass today.
I just eat cashews and lettuce.
Cashews and lettuce.
Cashews and lettuce. And every once in a while, I'll have like a little Dove chocolate, you know.
Then what's a turducken? You ain't getting near that.
That's a turducken.
I fucking hate you. Do you love grandmas as much as you love marijuana?
I feel like Very Delta is for the woman who asks for butter when bread is being served with olive oil.
You have no idea how succinct that is.
I went to a drive-thru at Starbucks and I literally went from the window, from the little machine, ordered, and then drove up. And then she had the nerve to ask me for a tip. What did she do?
I am Very Delta. A sick.
Oh my God, it was so good. Ooh, it's the look. The Very Delta look. Feel the glamour. Feel the mystery. It's in the details. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, the nuance. Oh, yeah? Ooh, it's very Delta. These boobs are so sad. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, come on. I have bigger boobs, but I just feel like when I sit here, it's better to have smaller boobs. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like when I sit behind the desk, like, as long as there's just like some sort of like curvature, I think it's fine. Unless it's low cut. If it's low cut, oh, baby, I want my tits out. When it's low cut, I want you to see. In Hocus Pocus, what does he say? Yabos. Oh my God, whoever called boobs yabos? Except for in that movie. Remember in the 80s and 90s when people would like make up words? That's kind of like what I still do now, is make up words. I don't say yabos for boobs. What do I say for boobs? I usually say boobs. I feel like boobs is, it's like a cutesy way. Although, you know, if it disrespects somebody, I wouldn't say that. But I mean, I think in private I mostly say tits, but I don't like to say that like publicly. I feel like that's a little crass to say that. I don't know. I mean, I'm a crass person. I'm not saying I'm not crass. I just, you know, I mean, everything has its space. Everything has its room. Everything has its, you know, you can't just say whatever, wherever. I mean, you're allowed to say whatever you want, wherever you want. However, I feel like time and place really fucking matters. I'm right here with friends. I can say it fucking matters, but I'm not going to go address, at the State of the Union and talk like that. You've seen me. You've seen me in all the clips. I'm on the Senate floor. You've watched. You know how they do those clips? It's flattering. It is super flattering how many people use their skill and their talent to put me from this desk into little settings. It is so cool to me when I see that because they get it. You know what I mean? They get the silliness of it. They get that in ways it is kind of introspective, and in ways there are points that are being made, but they also look at it and they're like, it's silly. It's fun. Imagine you in that situation. That almost reminds me of like the drag mixes I do at like performing. I think about a character and then I think about like the music and I'm like, what if this character was in this setting? Wouldn't that be irreverent or different? It's kind of that same idea. There's so many queer people are so creative. And the people that watch this show and do those things are paying me such huge compliments, and it really means the world because, I've always been a bit left of center. I have always been like kind of almost there, but like really celebrated by my peers and celebrated by friends, but maybe not like, what does he say? You shoot a rocket really high, and if you ain't like, maybe not always there, but always respected here. And I appreciate that. It means the world to me that people listen to this and they allow me to do it and it resonates with them. I mean, anytime I see that shit, I see when people use the monologues for performances, my mind is blown because that's what I've done my whole career is listen to comics. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that in a mix. And I'm not saying I'm a comic, but I'm just saying like, people find it and they go, that is so asinine, it has to go in a mix. Or that is so spot on, it has to go in a mix. And I have the closest of friends and colleagues that do it, and it blows my mind. I also think to myself, should I be lip syncing to my own shit and making money the way they do? Am I missing the boat again? Have I been overthinking this so much that I'm like, you're not even using your shit, girl. You might as well use it. I'll put up my OnlyFans and put on my high heels and model my fucking BBW feet. How about that? And I bet you people will jack off to my feet. Give a shit. I'll fucking make these coins. I need to make these monies. Honey, hand me my BlackBerry. I got to text message my agency. No, not the escort agency, honey. The modeling agency. Fuck the bullshit. What'd I say? Tick tock, tick tock. I'm 48 years old. My modeling years are going to be up in at least 10 years. No more than 10. I have 10 years left to keep modeling. After that, I'm going to have to open up my modeling school. I mean, it's just that simple. It is that simple. I've got projects lined up. I've got places to be. I've got women to be. I've been many women. I have more women to be. We've got to keep this going. We got to keep this momentum going. Do you know what I'm saying? We got to keep doing it. We got awards to win.
You won this award from LA Times, the Best of Southland.
Thank you.
Congratulations, by the way. I love your
you.
podcast. I fell in love with this podcast after the Subway conversation.
We got magazine covers to be on. We've got food products to endorse. Do you like salad dressing? People ask, you see people ask about, well, how come you don't ask this? How come you don't ask that? Because people come here because I want to know what kind of chips they like to eat. People come here because I want to know what their favorite candy is. I want to know where they like to travel to. I want to know that. That's the stuff that we want to know. That's what happens right here. I don't want somebody to come on and rehash to me the same thing that somebody else asked them 5 million times about when they were on Drag Race 15 years ago. You can hear that anywhere. Well, here's where we want to just talk about fun shit, ridiculousness, because those ridiculous questions lead us into other information about people, things that you really wanted to know about them. I love doing this. It's so, so fun. The more you ask people crazy shit, or the more you start with some crazy word that you heard them use, the more you can find out about people, and they open up and they share parts of you that you're not going to hear anywhere else. I love it. It's so, so fun. I want to send love to everyone out there who has supported the podcast, whether it's in your ears or in your eyes on YouTube, wherever you consume the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It means the world. It keeps us going. We are having such a blast with getting amazing guests, people I know, people I'm learning to know. And by you following us on TikTok, on Instagram, all these spaces, it really, really makes it so much fun because we look forward every week to bringing someone different to the conversation and adding them to this conversation that is constantly evolving or sometimes just staying in the same place. Either way, it's real and you are very real. And I want you to know that doing this podcast, it's no problem. Don't worry about it.
This episode of Very Delta was brought to you by Orange Diamond, the official emoji of the Very Delta show.
To listen to Very Delta one day early and ad-free, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcasts.plus. Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom. Hosted by Delta Work and produced by Mark Jacobs. Engineered by Margot Padilla and editing by Doug Robertson. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio. Santa is not hot. Santa's cute. Santa's adorable.